growing up how we grew up in small towns. You're from Millen, Georgia. I'm from Glenville, Georgia. And only you dream like, man, to know that you got a place in Bel Air and you bi-coastal, you got places in Atlanta, and this place, as I mentioned, in Bel Air. What is Wayne right now? What are you most proud of what you've been able to do thus far?
Man, employ the people that work with me, man. To see they, you know what I'm saying, like my boy Mike Bliss, me and my brother were going through the numbers, and I'm like, man, I paid him $1 million this year. You know what I'm saying? And the people that I be able to bless, I'm like, man, I'm able to bless everybody, seeing everybody else get their cars and their businesses. That's the most thing. That's the most, all that stuff. I only got a place in LA because, you know, by the time you come out here, handle your business, get Airbnbs, add up, it's about the same.
Right.
So I'm like, I got to have a place comfortable. My clothes are already here. I got,
right.
So.
And it's a place to call your own.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So when I'm out here, I can write clear, but man, the most, I'm proud of being able to bless others, man. When I see that, I be like, dang, look at Ro. Look at my sisters, look at my brothers. They balling.
Right.
I'm like, man, that's what it's about, man. That's the only thing that get me, like, I get excited for them to get more.
Right.
Boy, I'm like, boy, I can't wait to pay. If I pay you $1 million this year, boy, I'm trying to pay you $2 million next year. Cause the more I pay you, the more I know I got coming.
Right.
So that's what I'm proud of the most.
What's your favorite luxury item that you own?
My favorite luxury item, I ain't gonna lie, man. I got that that pink Rolls Royce, and it was the only one of its kind that had. I like that.
Why'd you get pink?
Man,
you don't sell no damn Mary Kay.
Nah, the guy at the Beverly Hills, man, Rolls Royce, man, he hit me up. Cause I had went to did a film in New Zealand, and I was on the phone with him the whole time. Like, man, I'm supposed to come back and get a white or red Rolls Royce.
Right.
They sold it. So he was like, I was like, dog, I'll just wait, man. And he said, I got this pink one. I said, I don't want no pink Rolls Royce. It was the special edition they used for like they showcase that year.
Right.
Then I woke up the next morning. I said, boy, nobody ain't got that one though. It's the black badge. So I'll be the only one with the pink. And when I got it and posted, Dion Cole called me. He thought I got it wrapped.
Right.
But that's the only color they made like that. So I was like, this special. This my favorite. This one of my favorite dream trucks. It'll always be different because it's the black badge and it's pink.
You know you can't creep in that though.
That's the only problem.
You can't creep though. You can't.
That's the only problem, man. I can't goddamn drive it.
What's the favorite place you've been? What's your favorite place to travel to? Where does Wayne go to relax?
LA. Cause they got this vegan food out here.
Oh man, this man talking about some vegan food.
Yeah, I eat all day. When I'm out here, I handle my business and they support the vegan movement. There be food everywhere. The restaurants is good, so I love coming to LA.
Well, I mean, in Atlanta, the only place I know the Slutty Vegan.
Yeah, shout out to Slutty Vegan. But Atlanta don't really support it like that.
Nah.
Especially if you stay on the outskirts. See, and out here you could be on the outskirts.
Oh, they got it.
And they still got it.
Yeah.
So I love LA, man. You know, for real.
Jewelry. I mean, you got a nice subtle piece. You got a nice watch, a ring, but you're not draped. You're not dripping.
Nah, man. I keep me a watch. It's Rolls Royce Presidential with the flawless diamonds, pink and ring, VVS, and I keep my Jesus popping chain. And that's about the only jewelry in the earring. I keep the same set.
That's it.
Yep.
You purchased anything else?
Nah. I purchased something for my family. Like my daughter, I just bought her VVS chain, and my son, they got VVS's. And nah. I got cars, I got Maybach, and you know what I'm saying, G-Wagon, Sprinter vans, and all that.
I mean, you know, when you went out and when you know not in Cali, you let your boy get that, you know.
Oh, the
that's my bar.
Yeah, the Maybach out here. I keep that out here.
I know you do. That's what I'm saying.
I could drive, and nobody don't know who I am. So everybody in LA, you know, it's Maybachs all through the street.
All through the street. And that's how your boy be able to fit in. I'll be able to get in and get out.
You got it all. I'm finna ask you some questions.
What's investing? You mentioned about how you like to flip your money. So you in the flipping game. You know, some people get enjoyment out of other things. You like, okay, I'm gonna take my money, put it here, knowing I'm gonna double, 2x it, 3x it. Where did you learn that from?
Streets. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't getting that dope fronted and you got to buy it, you know what I'm saying? You got to buy your dope, sell it. You got to sell it, put your re-up back first, then you keep the profit. And sometimes you made enough profit, you put it back in the motor so you buy a bigger package. Because the more you got, the more you able to move.
Right.
So the streets, if you make it out, you know what I'm saying? I tell everybody, ain't too many people in my position, especially a comedian, my kind of person don't make it here.
Right.
We're in prison. We probably got out. We got us a lawn service or a trucking business or something. You can't be cool and get some money and make it here because the eyeballs on you too early.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Think about the dude at high school that was #1. He never make it.
Right.
Everybody be like, high school, you was it. So I still got that same mentality from the streets, because most people from the streets don't make it.
Right.
You know, every once in a while you get a Jay-Z or 50 who understand the flip game, but it's always, brother, if you, like I tell people who be in this film industry and stuff, if you ain't finna put no money in you, why would a studio just give you some money?
Right.
Just think about that.
Mm-hmm.
If my kids don't put no work in, I'm not finna help you with your basketball career and you ain't practicing yourself.
Right.
So I always knew, man, when you flip that money and believe in you, some kind of way,
It's gonna happen.
it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? And I believe in flipping that money. Like, I got a movie that I just finished the script. Me and Stephen Lord that did They Clone Tyrone. We teaming up and doing the movie.
Right.
Now we got to go pitch it to the studios after this step.
Right.
Finna hit up Robert Townsend. That's what we getting as director.
Right.
I ain't worried about the no, because the movie 10 million or whatever, I'm gonna film it myself.
Right.
So it's like a confidence come with, and trust me, when they know you got the money, people are hard to tell you no.
Right.
A woman ain't finna let you go while you up. Unless she got that prenup with you. So the whole game is like a woman, so I just learned that from the street. The algorithm, the business, everything like a woman's energy. So man, you gotta flip that money.
Do you like investment properties, stocks?
Yeah, I do that too. I'm investing back in my hometown, and I'm gonna film skits while I'm doing it. When Wayne goes back to his hometown, I'm gonna monetize off the whole process.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you get a subdivision down there, you get like 30 lots for like $500,000. Then you spend some $200,000 houses on each house. You know what I'm saying? So 200,000 times 30, about $6 million. You got your whole 30 houses. You got the opportunity to rent them out, and if you do that cash, once you get all that cash, you go take that back to the bank and get a loan. Now you got your cash back. Because if you start off with cash, the game is easy.
Right.
It's like if you buy one house for $500,000 cash, right? Mm-hmm. And you want to buy another one, you take the money back to the bank, get your $500 back, or even if they give you $380, you get them $120 for somewhere, you buy another house. As long as you start off with cash, you can always keep going. And you've been on built up, but it's when you try to initiate with no cash.
Right.
Boy, I tell people, boy, if you go to a table with not a plate,
right,
you'll do anything with some food.
Right.
So I get that from the streets of just, man, I ain't moving till I get some money. I am not trying nothing. If I ain't got no money to bring to the table, I don't even want it. Cause I know I'm finna get pimped.
Right.
Cause it take a good-hearted person to not take advantage of you.
Yeah.
And a human being, boy, if you trust a human being, boy, you're in trouble in life.
Right.
You gotta trust a human being to be a human. They gonna get you any chance they get. But if you got some money and you got some sense to go with it, it's hard to get you.
You know, I think we're distrustful by nature because it's just hard to believe that somebody have something so good that they're willing to share it with me or you. For nothing, like, hey man, I got this, and I just want to see you. I just want to see you come up, my brother.
Yeah.
Really? Well, that's not because I don't know how you look at it, Wayne, but I look at it like this. I came from where I came from. Nobody gave me anything.
Exactly.
So now I'm here, and now everybody want to give me everything.
And then, cause you got return the favor later. That's why I don't take favors, cause I might not feel like doing that favor.
Yeah.
Later on, I don't want you to take it personal.
Right.
Cause me and you in business, right? We can love each other, we brothers and everything, but if things start to go bad, deep down by human nature, you gonna try to put it in your favor to make sure your family straight.
Right.
And I don't expect you to do nothing else, and I'm trying to put it in my favor to make sure my family's straight.
Correct.
So you got to be realistic and be like, man, let me go ahead and do all I can, right, and put, because man, a human gonna be a human.
Right.
That's just the game.
Man, I read that you pay some of your actors in your skit like 80 to 100K a month.
80 to 100. Mike get that because he a producer.
Right.
So Mike get like 100K.
So what you think about 10, 15 a month?
Actor make 15, the main ones, you know what I'm saying, 15, 20, you know what I'm saying?
That's good money.
Yeah, they make 20, and they don't work no with me 4 days a month. You shoot.
That's it?
Yeah, I film them. I drop 9 new pieces of content every day. Out of 9 of them, I probably shoot 2 of them. So that's 60 videos. I shoot 60 videos in 4 days. You know what I'm saying? So they only working 20 hours a month, and they gonna make that. And they got the whole 27 days to do what they want to do.
Do something.
And if I do work another 4 or 5, it's for the next month.
Right.
Because like right now, I got January shot up, February. I'm gonna go back and shoot that. Bam, bam, bam. I'm like, okay, let me shoot up March. Bam, bam, bam. So if I do pile up, they might get a span of 3 months off. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So, you know, I always want to make it, because when you come from the streets, you try to get everything back to easy. Because like OJ the Juice Man said, he said the rap game easy, but the dope game gravy. what he was saying in that nobody don't need to sell drugs now because you're going to prison.
Right.
You ain't gonna make it. But the reason why everybody try to emulate, you know, try to be like drug dealers with the entertainment because the game is fun.
Right.
So you want to get. I don't like working too hard.
Right.
I don't believe in that.
Oh.
I believe in working smarter. That working hard, man, my ancestors already did that. So if they work hard for me, it's for me to be easier now.
Right.
Ain't no way my ancestors had to work hard, and now I got to work hard too.
Right.
It's a way if we use our mind and common sense of wisdom. Work's supposed to be fun.
But you know, Wayne, how we grew up. If you weren't working hard, you weren't working.
Yeah.
And we got to get out of that mentality.
We got to get out of there.
Work smarter.
Work
not
smarter.
harder.
Work harder.
Because you know, hey man, get you a good paying job and just grind it out. That
bro.
don't.
I promise you, this what I truly believe, and this gonna sound crazy, and nobody probably won't believe this. If my ancestors worked hard, I feel like this world is mine. Even if they don't tell you. When I had 500 credit score and went to the bank and got $10,000 loan, cause I'm like, I need this, and I feel like when you got stuff lined up in your heart right, I think God approved it for us, cause He know we sit behind in this world. He ain't just finna let you go get approved for anything. But man, I used to go to the bank and get loans with a 500 credit score. I got my daddy a loan at the bank while he was on the run for the police.
Wow.
But when I really needed something, and I had an idea to match my belief, I just did it. So I really believe, man, my ancestors don't work too hard.
Cause you went in there with good intentions.
Yeah, I told the man, hey man, I did a little swift job. Like, man, this your family, man. This is a nice family, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the brother used to give me that money.
Yeah.
He used to give me that money, man. I put him in my book. These bank people used to give me this money. And I did what I say, and I eventually paid them back.
Right.
But man, we got to get out of that mentality, man. We got to work smarter. Like, I be telling people that, like, everybody be talking about these being gangster. I think being gangster, like, how we being gangster, but you gonna let somebody open up a chicken spot in your neighborhood.
Right.
If your grandma cook chicken, auntie cook chicken, what's gangster is when y'all get y'all income tax check, man, go get an LLC, open up the chicken spot, the hood gonna rock with you.
You correct.
That's gangster.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I always had that mentality, man, no, bro, I'm finna get this, I'm finna get what's mine. And I ain't got no gun, I ain't never had no gun, but it's like, I think that's what we need to do is work with our minds.
Right.
And then our hands won't have to lift as much.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah, so I think that's what it is.
I read where someone stole some money from you. I think it was like 15 grand. What did you learn from that experience?
Man, they just needed it. Yeah, I learned not to have money out in front of nobody. Because if you got money out, most of the time somebody gonna steal it.
Even if somebody that you trust or know.
I ain't finna put them in a position where they gonna have to be who they really are.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta help people not disappoint you. Cause if you leave some money out, it gonna be hard. It gonna be hard not to look at it.
Right.
And depending on what I went through today, man, you leaving this out, this must not be yours. Cause you'll start telling your mind all kinds of, oh, this must not be his.
Yeah.
So it's like, what I learned about that, man, a human gonna be a human. And it ain't them, they just get in position. Cause look, man, I was in a bind and I sold drugs. That was so wrong.
Right.
I tell people I was so broke that I had to sell drugs. So that means when people get in a crunch, they'll do things that ain't even...
They wouldn't normally do.
They wouldn't normally do.
Did it change your relationship with that person? Or you was like, bro, I know you hit me, or maybe it was...
Yeah, for sure. They got from around me. Because I wasn't that shocked. It was more of, sometimes God will do stuff to let you know who you are. So now you'll know why you're not there.
Right.
And I'll just put them out. You know what I'm saying? I come up with ideas, you do this, you do this, you do this. Bam, we don't edit, we record it, cut off the action, cut off the cut, bam.
We there.
We there. I don't edit or nothing. I use my cell phone.
Really?
Yeah.
So you got very little overhead when you shooting this.
The money go to the people instead of the equipment. That's how, because it cost me $250,000 a month to shoot these skits now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now,
but you shoot like 30 or 40.
Yeah, I know I drop 300 skits a month. That's got like 900 something skits a day. I mean, 99 skits a day.
Right.
Sometimes 10. Most time 10 to 12. Cause Phil got 2, Brad got 3, Mike got 3, that 8. Then I got 2. So mainly 9 to 10 skits. Yep.
Let me ask you your strategy, because you say you big on Facebook. And a lot of people, and I had to get out this way of thinking, like when you looked at Facebook, you think, okay, class reunion, family reunion.
That's why Jess called me corny, because she think their audience corny. But that's who got the money. See, they aiming at the wrong audience.
Right.
Because the aunties is one giving, the mamas giving you money. You know what I'm saying? So that audience, it's the hardest audience to get. Because if Beyonce got a cake and Ashley got a cake, they gonna taste it, and whoever cake is better,
right,
they gonna buy.
But they
don't care if it's Beyonce cake.
But there's a big enough audience. Taylor Swift audience isn't necessarily Beyonce's audience. But you don't think they're making no grip?
They make. It's a lot of people in this world, man.
Thank you.
And when black people, to blow up with the black community and really get that money, because you know that's why, to be honest, I'm just being transparent. That's why I'm able to make so much more than a lot of black creators, because I got everybody. Now, everybody might not like me in this clique, but everybody know Country Wayne in every clique.
Right.
And you go to the streets and be like, oh, I rock with Wayne, Drip. You go to the aunties, oh, I love Country Wayne. Ricky Smiley, Tyler Perry fans love Country Wayne.
Right.
But what I realized as black people, you can't afford to cut off an audience because there's not enough.
Right.
So when you black and that's all you got, you better be transparent.
Right.
That's why I stopped cursing in my company. Okay, I'm already raw. So let me stop cursing, so at least, because it's hard to sell out.
You can get another demographic.
Yeah, and that's what happened. I end up getting the church. They like, okay, Wayne raunchy, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, at least he don't curse.
Right.
And in the hood, like, Wayne ain't cursing, we don't live, but he talking about the right subject. Right. So I had to, until you get that, all audiences, you know, until you Taylor Swift them, man, if you're dealing with black people, man, you better be transparent. Right.
You big on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
Because that's YouTube is you know, they're trying to prioritize things a lot.
Yeah.
So where do you release most of your content?
On both. So what I do every morning, I was monetizing on Instagram, but they stopped it because nobody wasn't doing it. I was making like 90 grand a month, little side money on Instagram. But what I do, I release a video.
Mark Zuckerberg, you need to start that back up.
What I do, I release on Facebook, and the same video go to YouTube and everything. Right. So I got 8 different pages, but hold up, 3 of them get new content. The new content that day. 3 of the pages. So when I drop it on Facebook, I got a person uploading it to YouTube too. So it just crossed the board. So that one video just going across the board. Right. It just monetized on both platforms.
Right. So what are your thoughts on TikTok?
I ain't seen the money yet. I don't come until I see the money. Right. When I called somebody the other day, is money over there yet? When I see them longer videos, cause what they're doing, this is what they're doing. They want people to do longer videos because they can put the in-stream ad. Right. But people doing reels and stuff, that ain't doing nothing but helping the platform. Right. Cause the platform is growing and they gonna slide an ad in right after your video. Right. But the in-stream ad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see, they slide it after your video, you don't get any of that.
You don't really get into that. That's why they'll pay you for reels, because they paying you to keep people on their page. But to get that money, you're gonna have to get in-stream ads. Right. But the reason why people don't deal with in-stream ads, because it's technical. You can't do this, you can't say this. So that's why when 2 people get together on my page, I say cross the line, and I never show it. They might start kissing and I fade away. You get the picture. I ain't got to show nobody leg up. Right.
You know what's going on.
Yeah, so you got to get this. You got to
be creative.
You got to be creative with the creation. You can't be creative just with the content. You got to get creative on how you get the money. Right. And that's what people don't feel like doing. But like, man, people be like, I ain't finna do that, man. I ain't changing who I am. But when you go on these white people show, I don't hear you do that. Right. You gonna do whatever they tell you to do. Right. So it's like, man, I found a way to do it, and it ain't changed my life because it's residual income, because as you know, in this content game, it's companies out there to follow if anybody posts my stuff or whatever, I get the money. Right. Because so what I did, I was like, I got 4,000 videos out now. So I don't look at myself as stacking money anymore, I'm stacking content. Right. So that way my money, because now I got pages with my old videos on there that's making, I got pages making, Mike page on Facebook, just some side money making 40 a month. Just me posting old drip videos. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just throwing away. Right. So the content game it's the new way. Right. Because it's something we can control. It's something we can do. And I share the game with everybody because I'm like, man, I hate to see people pages who ain't monetizing. Right. I'm like, I be going through people's Facebook page. I'm like, boy, YouTube, you got all these followers? Boy, if you knew this money, this that sit down money.
Yeah. How many videos do you post today?
9 on the low end, but 10 to 12.
Every day?
Every day.
30 days a month?
Yeah.
365? 365,
boy.
You a busy man. You ain't got time to tour.
No, I pay people to do that.
Yeah. But I'm saying, how to shoot 30 days worth of content, how many days do you actually
I'm not shooting it. That's their storylines.
Right.
I don't give people, like Mike turn in 4 videos a day.
Okay.
I got Chase Walker, he turned in 3 videos a day. I got Phillip Hudson, he turned in 2 videos a day. So 9 of them videos, I'm not even there.
Okay.
Like they're shooting videos right now.
Right.
And I give them a fee for turning in the content.
Okay.
So I built that system so I wouldn't have to be there.
Right.
Because if the page just depended on me, as soon as I go do a movie or TV show, it ends.
Right.
So when I got called for this TV show that's coming out in February, you know what I'm saying? And like I got to go on tour in March. So I go on tour in March, I'm not gonna be able to work like that. So I need my page to keep running while I'm gone.
Right. So that's why you stack it up all up now. Yeah. So when you're on tour, you're still gonna be able to leave.
And they gonna keep moving.
Right. And you'll be able to keep
I got that 9:30 slot. The 9:30 video be mine. And that will keep the page really, that'd be the main storyline. So long as I keep that 9:30 slot, posted, everything good.
So you basically created a TV show using skits.
Yeah.
That's what you've done.
That's what I've done.
So how did you come up with that idea? Who taught you, or did you like, man, let me see, what can I do to like make this pay, because I know it's out here that if something were to go, if I move in a different direction, I can still do this and still make this bread.
TV. I was watching TV, so I'm like, dog, they ain't watching shows like that anymore. They still want a show, they just want it quick. So it's like cooking crack.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, well, you ain't gotta wait. You gotta wait on BMF. You ain't gotta wait on me. So till BMF come, Kountry Wayne got you.
Right.
So I filled that gap of all that waiting on the show.
Right.
Because I hate waiting.
Right.
When I was watching Power, I'm like, it's good, but I gotta wait. Me, I'm every day.
Right.
Hey, Wayne got you. So when your show come out, until then, I'm your side. I told you, the algorithm is a woman.
Right.
So I'm the dude why he messed up. When y'all ain't talking, I'm him.
You here.
I'm always here, baby. I'm gonna stay up. So when y'all going through stuff, I'm gonna be here. And that's the void I filled online. And I learned storylines was the key, because they can follow. Because if you just post a funny skit, they gonna forget about it in 3 days. But if something else comes, it reminded me of the stories back in the day. I say, if I could do this on social media, boy, I'm finna change the game.
Right. Do you feel you could turn some of your skit storylines into a TV show?
They better have some money, because I'm gonna make so much money this year. I'm making movie star money already. It ain't been nothing big. So they gotta show me where the money at, because from what I'm hearing in these deals, it got to make sense for me.
Right.
Because this is getting just as much attention. I'm
able to
sell out tours. I did a special that went #1 with no promotion. I went #1 on Netflix with no promotion, just for my people. Mm-hmm. It seemed like, I don't know if it's going towards this way, but I'm gonna sit back in my trap until the deal makes sense. I had offers and stuff like that, but it just got to make sense, because that social media getting crazy now.
It seemed like you adopted Tyler Perry's strategy.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry has an audience that he caters to, and it works for him. Mm-hmm. Seemingly, you have an audience that you cater to that works for you.
That was the only strategy to adopt. Because big as a lot of people are, why Tyler Perry got more money than rappers? Why Tyler Perry got more money than everybody? Because he really took his own money and he understood the importance of his people.
Right.
Tyler Perry content is probably mostly known to black people.
Yes, for sure.
It's people who tour around the world, everybody come to their show. Why do he got more money? Because he seen the value of feeding his people and what people talk about. Man, his content ain't good. Why? It's good to black people. Right. Them our scenarios. We ain't been out of space for real.
Right.
That's why we can't, I don't know what's out there.
Right.
But I know Big Mom. So Tyler Perry, I did take that off him, because I'm like, man, they can say what they want to about Tyler. Tyler got more money than Will Smith. And Will Smith done been in the biggest movies in the world. Just think about that for a moment. Tyler Perry with the content they say with the wigs twisted and what. Will Smith done got the best makeup, the best.
Independence Day, Men in Black.
And this man got more money than them. Mm-hmm. To me, it's common sense.
Right.
If you feed our people and then take them, you got to slow walk them to new content.
Right.
You know, cause I'm on a show with Lisa Kudrow. Time Bandits is a whole different kind of show.
Right.
And my fans gonna watch it, but I've took them to let them. They see me grow to be.
Right.
This is a big production that I'm on. You know, coming out. But man, yeah, you got it. I feed my people, man.
Who taught you how to monetize the internet correctly?
Correctly? I heard about it, and then I called Ryan Davis, and I was like, man, y'all making money on that for real? He said, yeah, I got a $20,000 check coming this month. So I said, how you do it? And Ryan was like, video got 3 minutes, log in. I said, is that simple? So I went on there and did. I recorded me and my kids in the bed, and it made $70. And I said, I'm finna be wealthy. Damn rich. If I could make money off this cell phone,
right,
and spend time with my kid, that's why I put my baby mama in the videos to pay off some of that child support.
They didn't even know it, huh?
No, I tell them. I say, you ain't getting paid for this, I'm letting you know, because y'all already got paid. But nah, I seen it, man. I was so excited, and I was telling everybody. I went to Carlos Miller, DC, them, like, how we got to get on this internet, da-da-da-da. But nobody wasn't really paying attention. But man, right. I went up, and this year, you know, it went crazy. 23 and 2020.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you Barstool say you doing $600,000-800,000 a month.
Oh yeah. You know, you do 600 on a slow month. That's a bad month.
With skits.
Yeah.
Jordan, we get your camera out. You got a skit coming.
That's bad month. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of haters out there saying I wasn't doing it, but I really ain't giving a damn. Cause I really ain't want my number out there anyway, cause child support. But I felt like.
Why they counting your pockets though?
I think a lot of people was mad because they feel like I got it too easy. You know what I'm saying? Coming up in the way the comedy game I came up in.
Right.
They feel like I got stand-up. I was able to do stand-up because I ain't go through the regular route, so I had to go through that with that. And then when it came to social media, they want to be like, hey, he ain't making that.
Right.
I'm like, why would I lie? And I'm trying to hide from child support.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody who really do this, they know that money possible. If I show them my numbers, you know, it go crazy.
I read where you turned down $5 million.
Yeah, it was 6.
$6 million.
Yeah, it was 5, but they came back and tried to give me 6.
Well, so what the hell were you thinking?
They were trying to give me $6 million a year for my Facebook page.
Oh, no, we ain't not gonna do that.
No, they were trying to give me 6, but I already knew I was gonna make more money because I would turn it up. And they was like, you get $6 million, then you get 80% of everything you make after that. But I did the math. I'm like, okay, if I'm already making 6, right?
Right.
They're gonna take 20% of everything I make.
Right.
20% is 1.2 off 6.
Right.
So that leave me with 4.8.
Correct.
But they say we guarantee you the 6 no matter what. So if we make 7, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have 1.4.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have 5.6, right?
Right.
And you can be like, well, we'll give you the 400 back to get to your 6 because at least we guarantee you that. Yeah, but you made $1 million extra and I made really 0 extra. I'm real good at math.
Right.
And when you able to count, well, I see them contracts coming a mile away. Before we even get to my lawyer, I've been on read the whole contract. And I'm like, nah, that ain't making sense number-wise. And they try to make, you want to be in business with these people. I was like, I told my agent, I say, I am that company. What I've done on social media, ain't nobody figured out how to do what I do yet. It's coming 5 years from now, everybody gonna be doing what Country Wayne doing, but I'm ahead of the curve.
Right.
I know how to monetize with the minimum of things. I don't need nothing. Right now I can do a video on Country Wayne and Shannon Sharpe was talking about his past. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make me $5,000 in 5 minutes. And that's, you know what I mean?
Make sure you cut me in at $2,500.
So it's like, nah, when they came to me with that money, I'm like, nah, man, that ain't working.
Wow. Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because you know we like to do something before 2 something.